Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel.
Hello.
And welcome back to the
Welcome back to the Wasteland,
podcast.
y'all. It's Greg the Ghoul here with my human companions. We have a whole party today. We have Sarah, Harris, and coming off the top rope in town for a minute, it's Chazz. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. How you been?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Glad to have you on the show this week, man. Thank you for joining us.
Heck yeah.
Just to put you on the spot immediately as fast as we can.
Yes.
Of course, we have to. Favorite episode of the season and good, bad, and the ugly for the season. Can you do
it? Favorite? I'm not gonna lie. The last episode, the episode before, episode 7.
Episode 7.
Them walking through with the power armor. You can't don't underestimate the power of brand recognition. I was like, that's pretty good. I like that, but I mean, we're about to get into the season finale. The season finale is also good in a lot of ways, but I felt like there was a lot of setup. It was a really good episode, but it felt like it was almost like a trailer for season 3 more than a season ending, a little bit.
Okay. Would that be the ugly or the bad, you think, for the episode or season? Either or.
I don't want to call it ugly though, because it was so great. Like, it was so really good. I'm not trying to say it was bad. I'm a little salty that we didn't get to see like a big fight at the end of the season, because they kind of teased that, you know.
Yeah, but almost making me cry with Maximus going all Cap America right quick. That was pretty good too.
That was pretty dope. I got chills in that moment. I mean, everybody saw it coming, but you got chills, you know.
Tugging at the heartstrings.
Yep.
The bat shot though with Courier 6, not Courier 6.
Yeah. With the Ranger. Yeah, that was dope. And you know what? That's fan service, but that's fan service done right.
That is beautiful.
Done right, done well. Yeah.
I don't care that it wasn't Courier 6. In my mind, that's who it was.
It was actually Ulysses. Just he joined the NCR later.
And, wow, that would be a switch.
That would be weird.
That would be like, okay. That would be like Joshua Graham going like, the Brotherhood of Steel is a great idea, you know?
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot to discuss. Where
oh my God. So much to discuss. Yeah. Sarah, as the uninitiated, let's go ahead and throw you onto the griddle next here. What were your thoughts? Because once Harris and I get going, like this,
right? Yeah, I know. I'll just be an
avalanche.
I'll just be the face in here. Gosh, I like the whole series. I like the world. Obviously, I haven't played the game, so I can't relate, on some of that stuff.
Sure.
God, I was just trying to, while Chazz was talking, I'm like, what's my good, bad, ugly? I
mean, honestly, that's not a bad way to start.
My favorite episode is probably the last one, even though it is a setup for 3, like Chazz was saying, but it's probably my favorite episode. God, what was like, I think I really liked, I don't know if this is my ultimate good, but I really like that sequence when Hank was first in Vault 38 by himself and he was running the tests and kept blowing up the mice and kept doing that like over and over again.
Definition of insanity.
I thought that was kind of funny. I liked that. I don't know, whatever. God, bad. Overall, I don't know. The pacing of the show maybe could have been a little bit sped up in some places. It was a little bit off sometimes. I would have liked to also seen maybe a little more about the Legion.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't quite get enough. I mean, they set it up at the end, but I think they could have sprinkled in a little more throughout.
Aye.
Yeah.
Hell, guys.
Harris, what about you? What do you feel?
I was about to ask you the same thing. I was gonna say maybe we should do our good, bad, and the uglies just for the season.
I got you first. Because
I think I'm gonna actually put if I'm doing a season, if I have to put a bad for the season, I'm gonna call it the Legion. The Legion just didn't feel as destructive and terrifying as they should. The characters on screen implied that they are what they have been considered to be.
Sure.
Which is good. And I love Macaulay Culkin. I want to love him as this Kaiser, as Caesar, as this Legate that was just brutally waiting for his chance to get what he got.
I mean, they crucified Lucy, so I think you do see some of the callous cruelty and things like that.
Was that him, or was it the Caesar that we didn't get to hear speak or hear?
I mean, the Legion in general. You're talking about the Legion not being as scary as it could be. You know.
Yeah.
I have thoughts.
Like to hear the process of that, because I'm at two minds with it. I don't know exactly where to feel, because I like the implications of everything and I like where we're going with it. Yeah. I don't feel that. I feel if anything is undeserved is where the Legion ended up in the finale for where they are, just because it was just, we needed another episode with him. I don't know. You can't just do in total. I would be shocked if Legion had more than 12 to 15 minutes of screen time this entire season.
They definitely leaned a lot on people knowing the Legion from the game.
Yeah, that's really what
and
it
just
was.
Kind of expecting to know the atrocities. And I don't want to clamor for bring us more atrocities, but we need to visually understand how bad the things they can do are to the characters that we know and love.
Yeah,
growing and loving more and more per episode,
especially for people coming from not the games.
We need those things.
Yeah, I think it's I'm going to come off like an apologist here. I think it is difficult to show some levels of depravity on a TV show that's still supposed to have like that twisted, lighthearted but twisted sense of humor to it. But it's a fine line to walk, because they could get grimdark real quick.
Very true.
Yeah.
We don't need to go full Game of Thrones or House of Dragon on it.
No.
Yeah, the Caesar's Palace line was excellent.
We shall build the
Kaiser's Palace.
Kaiser's name.
And I'll do a switcheroo with Sarah's good, bad, and ugly here. I think the ugly was the pacing, because I don't think it was too fast at times. At times, I do agree. I think it was too slow. I mean, I think it should have been slower at times as well, to give you a bit of that journey. And if we are going to make the quintessential aspect of Fallout where you got to walk everywhere, y'all, part of it, and hey, we're walking to Colorado next season, let's sit with that a little bit. Let's enjoy the journey and all of the different side questing that we got to enjoy in season 1. If this is going to be a continuous aspect of the show, I don't want to just, because actually and the pacing wise, I'll actually add into the editing aspect, because the editing of this show was phenomenal, but it was TikTok brain into TV as most as I've ever seen it in anything. It was short,
everything was quick bites.
Yeah, short, quick cut. Short, quick cut to your next thing. And I want to sit with it. The entire season, we kept saying over and over and over, let us sit with these scenes. Give us a 3 to 5 minute longer episode. Don't give us any new scenes. Just let us sit with the scenes we have longer, because we know damn well those actors put in the time and effort on the bookends of those scenes just as much as we did, or they did for the meat of the scenes, and we want to appreciate that and their work.
Give us a chance to get to know characters better, and
And the good is the entire damn thing, because I'm as passionate talking about those two damn things. Because
there was a lot of things that were just introduced and kind of just thrown out there, not quite used as much as like between the Legion, between the super mutants. I see somebody commented. Stanley commented between even Mr. House, like, he was a big part of it, but like, he got online. It's like, oh shit, and then the season ended. Not we didn't really see very much what he's doing with that.
Yeah, like, House is the only one I feel like. Because during the season I would have agreed. After the season wrapped, I think House was utilized just the right amount. He's the only character I think that should be that looming kind of thing that you don't see all the time. But it feels more glaring when you don't get as much Legion. You get, oh my God, we get super mutants finally. We see blood bags all across these different scenes.
Yeah.
Billboards here, and then you don't get another.
And then he's gone. Yeah.
And then we got this glowing rock in the middle,
and then he disappears. Yeah.
Yeah. And there are a lot of threads. We did kind of mention this, Greg, you and I talking about it right after the episode. There are a hell of a lot of threads to open up into season 3.
Yeah.
But and my biggest complaint with recent shows, Daredevil, Born Again, and Pluribus being the just most recent memory, is just I want to feel like a season was completed.
Yeah.
And set up season 3 or 2 or 4 or so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I thought they did that really well.
They did do that.
They answered all of season 1's questions, and they left a lot of questions for season 3 and season 2. But I feel like the ones from season 1 were answered, even as sad as they were with Hank and Lucy and everything. But
yeah,
hey, we got what we got, and I don't know.
Mhm.
I feel like it was well enough succinct, in my opinion.
yeah. I don't disagree.
All
All
right,
right.
rambling, Greg. What you
Yeah,
thinking,
I
sir?
guess. All right, my good. Lucy's arc. Lucy's arc, solid. You want to know why? Because everybody at the
Mhm.
beginning of the season was like, "Oh my god, they fucked her up. They ruined her character. She had a complete reset." And it's like, no, she thought about everything that's been going on around her, and she recommitted to being a good person. And and so hence the hard pendulum swing back to, can't we all just get along? And
Yeah.
then the whole season just kept testing her and kept testing her. And then, between the violence, the drugs, the family drama, everything kept testing her. And I still, like, ultimately it ends up when she's got Diane Welch's head in front of her going, kill me, kill me.
Oh,
Mhm.
Dinah.
Oh man, what a moment. They like that Ella Purnell crushed the season, 100%, no doubt.
Mhm.
I think the layers of difficulty and the nuance in her performance were all just nailed to the wall, and I really loved the fact that she's questioning everything.
Yeah.
And still struggling to be a good person, but you see the effects that the Wasteland have had on her. Now, the
Yeah.
interesting thing is that I think that she was choosing nonviolence to try it because she thought that's what the definition of a good person was.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, I think she still is a good person. She just uses violence when necessary,
Mhm.
Just
and
realizing
she wrestles with, is it necessary right now? Is
Yeah.
this, and so I love the moral quandaries and the ethical quandaries that they stick her in. And it really comes down to Thaddeus's line of, yeah, I'd be a good person too if I was born in a vault and had all my needs met. you
Yeah.
know? And
Belly full of food.
yeah, belly.
Mhm.
It's easy to be a saint in paradise, and
Yeah.
you have your saint from paradise taken out of paradise, and you see what what their reactions are, and can they retain that goodness. And she's trying, and I love that, and I love the struggle, and I love the journey. And I think I don't know. If you had a severed head with a feeding tube in front of you saying, kill me, what would you guys do? Because I think I would have ultimately done the same as Lucy did if it was me. But, this is, I love the fact that she struggled. I thought that her story had about the right amount of, right. We got about the right amount of it. We had good pacing on that. I hear everybody talking about pacing, and I don't think it's pacing that's the problem, because each scene that we get is short, it's tight, it gets from A to B, and it moves. What we want, hey, Amazon, listen the fuck up. What we want is more. Okay? What we want is more.
Mhm.
Give us 13 episodes. Give us 22 episodes. Go buck wild. Give us
75 episodes a
Well,
season.
I mean, build the season out, because then it fixes your time crunch problem of, the timelines
Right.
don't match up. No, you can have all kinds of crazy adventures out in the Wasteland, Although I think then you'd wind up with the reverse criticism of a whole bunch of neckbeards going, "Oh no, it's dragging too much. It's taking too long. Why is there another fucking side quest?" And it's like, bro, make up your goddamn mind.
If anything, those neckbeards love it because that's their favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I think that I think that for the amount of threads that they were juggling, and for the amount of plot lines that they had to cover, there were whole episodes where I was like, oh, we didn't get any vault drama. Oh, we didn't get any Legion. I mean, the Legion was criminally underused. I agree with you there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they did feel like a little bit of a caricature of the Legion than Legion themselves. I think though that's endemic of the or indicative of the Civil War, that they've really lost their teeth in their way. And I think that next season we're going to see fucking Scary Legion again. I think we're going to see because the Legion lived, according to Chazz, lived and died with him. So really, that's not the Legion anymore, technically. You know,
that's true.
And I think it's reflective of that. So I think now under a new leadership, we're going to see that new leader take the Legion in a new direction that follows them. It is a cult of personality, you know, so they're going to take on the traits of the persona that's in charge. And then we got Kevin from Home Alone, which means paint cans are going to be soaring in from the ceiling. People are going to be spraying ice on stairs, you know, like there's going to be BB guns everywhere. They actually do have BB guns in the Wasteland, so that worked out.
If he gets to Caesar's Palace, he's going to turn into Richard Rich. So have to be careful.
Right.
Yep.
It'd be funny if they
did. And Joe Pesci's chiropractor is suddenly like, wow, I'm going to put my 5th kid through college now. This is going to be great. So, yeah, I think that for everything that they were trying to cram, they did it well. I think it was efficient and it was quick. What we wanted was more, you know.
Yeah.
I think what we wanted was more of everything. And I hate the 8-episode season structure. I hate it. And I know that's a decision made by accountants. And fuck you guys. Give us more. Okay. That's my take on that. That's my fucking hot take. Somebody gift this. All right. That's my hot take. Yeah. So I think when it comes to bad, the episode order. The fact that it was only 8 episodes. Give us fucking 13 episodes, you cowards.
Yeah.
You know? Or go longer than 50 minutes, please. 55 minutes. Please go longer than that. You know,
why not both?
Yeah, because it's okay to tell more
money.
Story.
Yeah,
you know, it is okay to tell more story. Like it's so cut to the bone efficient that you feel like it gives you what you need, but like what we want is
a lot of info dumping almost.
Well, I'm glad you're specifying because there might be a little. It feels like it's pacing with the way it's edited as well. That just feels odd, but it's mostly editing efficient. Like the way you're saying it. Yeah,
it's coldly efficient how quick they move from A to B to C to D. Yeah. Like they zip through.
Coldly is the perfect descriptor too.
Yeah, but they still had moments for like, you know, they still did have like great character development moments. Like Jamie's going to punch a wall like out of nowhere out of this. He's not even going to be listening to this episode, but I'm going to say this, and he's just going to randomly punch the thing next to him, and it's going to be like a musical interlude. The Reg's musical interlude was just like completely unnecessary, so perfectly done, and completely encapsulated the character in that like 2-minute sequence.
Yeah,
you know, and it was also one of the best needle drops of the season. You know, and it was just so perfectly done. So you know, they're really like more of that, you know, more of that tight, efficient storytelling, but give us moss, you know, give us some more, you know, you have room to progress all the storylines every episode as needed. I think my the bad was the episode order. The ugly, oh man, I feel like I was excited for Ron Perlman, but just the whole "there's a war coming" that just feels like such an overused trope. I don't know.
They've used it about 7 times this season already.
And I'm also like, wait, which war is this? There's already so much conflict. It's like, okay, that doesn't have a dramatic impact when you already have active conflicts between multiple factions.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
I'm like, great, take a number. This is the Battle of 5 Armies. Which one are you? Okay.
Yeah. I really hope that's the North Star for this next season. Greg was saying Battle of 5 Armies. Battle of 5 Armies kind of seems like what they're setting up, and that would be nice, but don't inch us towards it in a good way, I guess.
Well, just like war, you know, the line war never changes. It's like you could use that and move on from it. You establish war never changes. We don't have to say there's a war. There's a war coming. There's a war. This like
don't.
That felt weak because it was like, oh, you're revealing super mutants, but oh shit, it's tropey. You know,
Yeah.
like and it's like not even like good tropey. It's like cringe tropey because everybody's in a war at this point. You know, like
well, let's be
yeah.
realistic. Are the super mutants now? Is Jacobstown some like militaristic base for super mutants or something? Are super mutants going to be in a war? Like, are they vast majority intelligent now? What's going on? Most of them can barely even talk if they can.
Yeah.
So
right. If you notice too, at the end, Lucy says like, "I started a war," but then I realized in that moment that Max also started a war.
Yeah.
So they both did things that started
but
wars.
Also, neither one of them started a war. All they did was revert or invert the direction the war was headed. You know, I guess technically.
Yeah, or they played a part, whatever you want to say that is. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone versus Enclave has been a war since the start. One continuous war with a few pauses here and there. That is true as well.
That is true. Yeah, because really all they're doing is uncovering and revealing like the fact that I mean it's really the Enclave behind everything. And I have mixed feelings about that.
Agreed.
I saw this article after the episode dropped, and they were talking about Steph. And how Fallout with Steph's character being, like revealed to be 200 years in the past and stuff like that, being a pre-war
Canadian.
She
Canadian.
Yeah.
200 years old. She's not even American.
That Fallout now has a Star Wars problem. Where everybody, where everybody knew everybody else, where everybody is pre-war, where there's, and I didn't agree with it at first, but now I'm like, I see where they're coming from, and I'm having a tough time disagreeing. What I really liked, and finding out like, oh, it was the Enclave all along, like it was Agatha all along. It's the Enclave all along. The fact that like the Enclave is being proven to be like the big bad behind everything, it makes sense, but it feels like it really silos the story now, where it's good guys versus the Enclave, and and I liked it when it was like, when I felt like all these factions were different and diverse and disconnected, and now I feel like, I don't know, it's all strangely homogenized somehow.
Yeah. The whole point of Fallout since the get-go has been the grayness of reality and what's left after such a destructive thing. And now we're into and I still, and it makes sense even from all the narrative that Fallout has had for the Enclave to be in the position they're in, all these different things. Nonetheless, it does feel like somehow the Enclave returned, and we're palpatining it again, and it is that just good or bad, and there's no room for the ugly. We have Thaddeus' arm falling off. We revel in the ugly.
I think it's to quote LL Cool J, don't call it a comeback. They've been here for years, and I think they've been there the whole time. What I like is that I see it, and it makes sense that they would be behind most of what's going on. Especially because, if you look at the lore in 76, everybody is like, duh, but I don't play 76, so I'm not familiar with how active the Enclave is in that. But from what I understand, they are very present and very active.
I'm starting to get an itching to play it. I don't know.
Yeah. I straight up just don't have time. I worked a 20-hour day yesterday, man. Like I straight up do not have time to play MMOs anymore, which is a bummer because I had an epic level rogue on EverQuest for years when I was in college, and I hung up my daggers when I moved to LA because I was like, I will never get out and do auditions, and never focus on my career if I'm just playing EverQuest all the time. And I'm not going to live in LA, one of the most expensive cities in the world, or in the US to live in, and play EverQuest all the time instead of when I could just do that at, anywhere else.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But that's a tangent. I think I like the fact that they're setting up the battle lines. I like where they're going with Cooper. I'm very excited for the next season. I was hyped for Liberty Prime Alpha, and I am interested to see what they're going to do with the Brotherhood. I don't think that there's a weak storyline or anything I'm not invested in, which I really appreciate for a TV show. I'm fully vested in this show right now.
House of the Dragon can't even say the same anymore, sadly.
Yeah, there you go.
And Fallout, I think it has even more threads than a House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones episode right now, and it's still juggling them very well.
Yeah,
there might be one outlying kind of thread with the Legion that's just a little lessened, but hey, if there's like 3 of those in Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon stuff right now, I will let that be just a happy camper because we are eating well.
Yeah.
You did say something earlier. I think it's a good point, just kind of a hopping on point if we want to start piecing out the different parts of the episode. Lucy, and her arc for the season. You were talking about how she is going through all of these different just emotional moments. Hank and Coop are almost trying to get her both of them are trying to get her to kill a lot of different people.
Yeah.
For very different ways, very different reasonings. They're both very numb in their own ways and both deeply personal and rooted in I guess not necessarily traumatic things for Hank. He kind of causes traumatic things, kind of traumatic, but for him too. But he cares ultimately all that much. He's gotten over that. But Lucy understands what it did to the world around her and the people around her and those that she's learned to love, like Maximus. So she has all those kind of moral quandaries from both of the two closest things to father figures she's found in the world: her actual dad and the person who kind of adopted and brought her into the Wasteland. The second she got into the Wasteland and didn't have Wilzig to wander around with a big old metal leg around with her anymore.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I think, like you said, her starting the season the way it was, we were all kind of, what? Why is she regressing, like you were saying? But I really do like her shooting people in the butt starting episode 1, losing a lot of her humanity throughout the season, or at least teetering on losing her humanity throughout
struggling
the season.
with it, yeah.
And then
trying to be a good person, and then being confronted with moral quandaries, the likes of which that would give philosophers fits.
And by the end of the season, the poetic justice of Coop being one of the people who is trying to get her to lose a lot of her moral boundaries, but you realize in a self-preservation oriented way, where Hank, her dad, is trying to get her to lose all these boundaries in a much more numb and a gruesome kind of way. Yeah, even though it seems more cold and calculated, less gruesome.
If Hank can corrupt Lucy to be like him, it justifies his worldview and makes it okay.
Yeah.
And in that final moment final moments of before Hank is lobotomized himself, when Coop is before he's about to lobotomize Lucy, Coop comes in and chooses. Obviously, it's poetic to let Lucy choose, but I thought it was far more poetic and funny for a moment. And sure, it's a little embarrassing, but shooting Hank in the ass.
Oh, that was great.
It's funny and it's super Fallout, but it's, hey, I'm not making this decision for you. I've told you how to make a decision. You do it for yourself. And you could be a bad person right now or a good person. It's up to you.
Well,
you decide what that is.
Well,
and then he leaves.
The thing about that though is like I don't know if I necessarily see that like that. I almost see that like because her doing that in the beginning kind of set an example for him.
Yeah, his humanity has grown back over the season.
He recognized that that's like not the answer because he could have just blown him away and then been done with it because he had all the rhyme and reason to do so. But he just like he kind of looked at her like you shot that guy in the ass instead of taking him out. He followed her suit and did the same. It's like. It's like we don't have to do it that way,
and it feels poetic. It's like they're a couplet the whole season.
Yep,
and they're rhyming, and they're kind of like bouncing off each other until that rhyme meets itself at the end, and it's just
he's making her tougher to survive in the Wasteland, and she's helping him rediscover his humanity.
Yep,
which he needs before he finds his daughter and wife.
Yeah, and which she needs in order to survive out there, because otherwise she's going to be about as effective as Bud's buds. All right.
And particularly survive against somebody like her father, too.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have survived her father if it weren't for Coop.
Not at all. No, she'd be sitting at the right hand of the father, like Luke, like if Luke went to the dark side. Yeah.
Tell me how sad that I'm still every time just Kyle MacLachlan's face changing from lobotomized. Back to,
that was good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hi, miss. I was like, no.
But you didn't notice when they were talking there, he said that, he had sent out the info about the chips or whatever, and that there was ones that you can't
R&D
see.
department.
That there's chips you can't see. So is there people out there that are controlled and you're not going to be able to tell? They kind of set that up.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that next season, I guess.
Do you think that is signaling that people that we know are already lobotomized?
Potentially. Yeah.
It could be. Yeah. It means anybody.
I don't mean to cut you off. I just, as I said that, I thought, who was way more friendly than they were last season?
Who?
Barb and Mama Jo or Ma Jo, Joan. What was her name?
Yeah,
again?
No, but I think that they just had. I think they just had some of Lucy rub off on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they even had that moment
Lucy's
where
influence.
they said, like, I'm trying to be a better person, damn it. Like, and the other thing too is like I don't think that necessarily anybody right now has the chip because he relatively like during the season got the tech figured out. So there's no way that they grabbed somebody, implanted them like
that's true
within the season because he did it like 3 or 4 episodes in is when he kind of got it dialed in. So like I imagine it's gonna pop up where like people are gonna get grabbed and changed and we're not gonna know it. Like I wouldn't be surprised maybe if like something like that happens to her brother. Like next season,
that's possible.
Because he doesn't know anything about the Enclave or anything. He's just trying to find his sister and his dad. He doesn't know any of
what
the
MTV is. Yeah.
And what about him like hiding out while everybody gets killed in the room by the rad roaches?
That was some karma, man.
That was karma. But that was, I'll be honest, that was kind of lazy. Like I liked it, but like really, like he gets pushed out of a room. They all go in the room. They go in the room. Everybody dies except for the one person that he was like that was helping him is the only person that stays alive during all of that.
There might be other survivors.
I guarantee you, I have no reason to guarantee this. I guarantee you Ronnie survived as well. Ronnie is not dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They didn't show like everybody being like legit dead. Like there's probably
I guess you don't know. You just see a lot of blood and stuff.
Yeah. And I guarantee you that there are a few of them dead. But just like I said, the first time that those schmucks run into something hard, they're gonna get torn through. Like toilet paper on Taco Tuesday, like, and they did. They got ripped the fuck up.
We thought a few of them would survive just to kind of like get a little group going.
But that might be all the more reason for like them to reach out to the Enclave. Not real, like they reach out to management, and it's the Enclave, and that's how that can kind of get tied in for next season. Like they're like, oh well, we need to go figure out what's happening. Like we just got attacked. Let's contact management. It's the Enclave. Oh, well, this is management. We don't know any better. And then they kind of like walk themselves into that.
Yeah.
Could be.
So that they'd go from incompetent middle management to evil interns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Evil interns. Yeah, I like how they brought the Enclave in though, like just little bit by little bit.
Yeah,
we know that's the big bad or whatever now. So,
that's part of the reason I still think that episode 7 was probably the best. Like that last sequence with the music, with him meeting the president. It's like,
that was weird.
My entire. Whether it's Facebook, Instagram, if I go even on I'm not ever calling it X or whatever, Twitter for a moment, whatever, it's always just everything right now.
When you realize you have to wait for season 3.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm so stoked, and they're gonna start shooting it here in Santa Clarita in May, from what I understand. That's the what I'm hearing on the. That's what I'm hearing in the network. So I'm calling my reps and being like, "Hey guys, what's up?" You know, I'm hitting the gym and I'm being like, "I can be a super mutant. Let's do this.
Yeah. We need super mutants for
got
war.
I got this.
Yep.
Y'all want to see this gun show? Let's go." So you know, paint me up green and call me daddy. Let's do this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, you and Ron Perlman hanging out in a few months. We will be asking questions.
Me and my buddy Ron, he sat at my booth at Comic-Con one year. Well, my booth.
Oh, that's right.
I worked for, but yeah, Guillermo del Toro was doing a signing, and you know whenever del Toro is around, there's like a random chance that Ron Perlman's just gonna appear, and he did.
Or Doug Jones,
Or Doug Jones, yes.
Yeah.
And Doug gives the best hugs. It's true.
You do say that. That I would love to experience one day.
Doug Jones is a lovely human being. I have nothing bad to say about that man.
I've loved. I mean, growing up, every movie I've seen with a creature is essentially him. You know, I'm just that age where it's essentially everything I've ever seen has been Doug Jones. And
Labyrinth, Fantastic Four, the OG Silver Surfer. He was at least the body for it. You know, like.
But the best and my favorite is Doug Jones himself with just a wig on. He didn't even have to go too crazy. Yeah. The Baron is give me a little What We Do in the Shadows any and every day.
Oh yeah, done. Yep. Absolutely. I love it.
So okay. Sarah, you were just saying something about Enclave a second ago. From someone who has never played the games, you've been given a lot of Enclave backstory just from the show.
Right.
What is your understanding of the Enclave right now, if I can ask?
Well, I think it was maybe, to me, it feels like since the president was involved, that it was like the American government or shadow government within the American government, whatever you want to say, they formed the Enclave or came up with this idea of, I don't know, rebuilding society or whatever. They had some plan, which I don't think has been totally revealed yet, as to what they were trying to recreate. You know, Hank even says the surface was the experiment, not the vaults, which was I thought was interesting. So we'll see what that is.
Back to that one.
But they just seem like kind of like a, you know, if the shadow government took power and did what they wanted to do, kind of thing.
Yeah, that is exactly that. I mean, they did a good job of showing it.
Yeah.
Yes. He was Abe Sapien. That's his name, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the fish guy or whatever. Right?
Yeah, he was the body for Abe Sapien, and David Hyde Pierce did the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just what you just said about the Enclave saying the surface was the experiment, not the vaults. That I'm gonna be a little more realistic. Yeah, the ugly and the bad were the things we talked about in their own right for the season pertaining to the season. The real bad and ugly of it all is that quintessentially changes everything that Fallout is. If the surface is the vault, if the surface is the vault, if the surface is the experiment and the vaults are not actually the experiments, I'm still sitting with that one. And I'll be honest, I don't know if I like that. I understand it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I really like it.
Maybe that's just the Enclave's view.
It's a different level of experiment.
And we do have to remember that in this world in particular, we really do have to consider the source.
Very much so. Well, because it was really funny. I don't know if I shared it to you on Facebook. We were watching it. It was a Jonah Nolan interview with Todd Howard as well, just being interviewed on Zoom on two separate things. And Jonathan Nolan's answering these questions, and you can just see Todd Howard in the back going, "Okay, all right." Let him say that. There's one time he cut him off, and he was just like, "Well, let me answer that one," and it was really funny. But
yeah,
they're teetering on some quintessential questions that have been asked from these games since 1993 or 4, whichever, or 92. When was the first one?
Honestly, 96.
That general time span. We've been gifted the best possible, probably the best game series ever in a lot of people's opinions. Over the last 30 years, with those quintessential questions that have been asked, and it's good to shake things up and ask some new questions. But to fundamentally change what it is is that for the sake of the TV show or for the sake of Fallout canon? Because Fallout, the TV show, has done super duper well. My favorite thing it's done is inform aspects of the game without taking away aspects of all of the games. And it like why ghouls can survive without going feral, besides just, you know, being able to talk to people. You know, it's not just like, oh yeah, I'm lonely now and I'm gonna go feral. You know, it gives things depth. And I'm afraid that this is going to make it. There's already so much depth to focus on with what's already here and at hand. I hope it doesn't bring the writers out of their depth. They're super talented and amazing writers. I'm just worried that this is going to put such a large big thread to tug on when there's already like 7, 8, 9, 10 threads that are really good and solid that we are already tugging on. That this thread is going to just exacerbate too much, and I hope that doesn't splinter into the larger canon. Is my only worry.
By making by Hank claiming that the
surface is the experiment.
That surface is the experiment. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I mean, like my brain is kind of fuzzy anyway. It's like, what's the point of having these experiments if these vaults were just, you know, if it's to you know, nuke humanity and make sure, or if the goal was dropping the bombs and like the whole business model of Vault Tech is a little sus, because they were contracted for the original bunch of vaults, and once they were mostly complete, it was time to build more. You know, I think, you know, but the minute that the bombs drop, like the economy disappears, so ain't nobody getting paid. You know, like there's certain aspects of this that that I'm still fuzzy about, I guess. But and I'm always like, you know, you could shoot shit, so it's fine, you know, and there's a grand, yeah, thank you, appreciate it, thank you. Yeah. I think I don't know. I had a point, and Peter's comment distracted me. The ADHD is strong. The ADHD is strong this morning.
You need another cup of coffee.
I do. I got to finish what I'm drinking right now. I'm so tired this week, guys. I'm so tired. I'm trying.
Is Sleuth Fest about set up though?
It is. I flipped the website last night. I still have to add a couple of projects to it, but I at least flipped the site last night, and tickets are now on sale and everything. And I have to. We have a tour coming up. I'm producing a show. We just lost an actor. I had to replace an actor on an emergency basis yesterday. Like the whole day was fucking derailed. It's just, you know, it's been a lot, but it's good. It's all good, you know. And I'm also like the guys in the tour that we're taking to Ventura, and then the show that we're touring to New York. Both of them had insane deadlines all week, so I'm just like, my brain is a cloud right now.
Mushroom cloud.
Mushroom cloud. It feels that way. Like I spent most of last night sacked out on the couch with a migraine. Yeah. So yeah, if I'm a little fuzzy, that's why. Anyway, Fallout. Yeah, I don't I'm still trying to understand, like, what was the point of doing experiments in the vault when there isn't a society on the other end? You know, like the minute that the bombs drop, everything ends. So why would you be doing experiments when it really should be like, we're going to preserve humanity to reestablish society in our image, you know? Yeah. And then finding out like, oh, the vaults aren't the experiment, the surface is the experiment. That's
so are there a whole nother set of vaults just for Enclave people, or like,
is there like, and I mean, you assume so since you see the active Enclave base, which is, I presume, in Colorado, because that would be the perfect place for it to be, for the pool to run headlong into it next season.
It looks very Rockies. So
it looks very Rockies. Yeah, it's canyon. It's
set in Colorado,
Northern California, but I think it's going to be Colorado, because that's
I think it's the Rockies. It's not going to be necessarily Colorado itself. It's going to be the Rocky Mountains, because that goes all the way through into Canada too.
Oh,
that's true.
Yeah,
fucking Canadians.
That same interview we were talking about with Todd Howard and Jonah Nolan. In that same interview, the interviewer asked, of course, because why would you not? She says, so we're going to Colorado next season. And I don't remember if it was Jonah Nolan or Todd Howard, but one of them goes, well, No one said we're going to Colorado next season. There are a lot of stops along the way. We've been talking DLCs and if they're going to pop up at all. Utah's on the way.
Oh, shit. Oh, boy. So you think we're going to see Joshua Graham next season?
I don't know. But the way that they specified in the interview is like, whoa. Hold up. We're not going right to Colorado. You know, which was interesting.
It's a trek up there.
Well, because last season was, hey, we're going to New Vegas and it's going to be a trek there. But then we show up there immediately or right next door to it immediately. We see it in our view. Yeah, it felt like fast travel. And good thing Coop was there because he's been there before, you know?
Yep.
He hasn't been to Colorado. Does that mean we're going to really take our time to get there? Because the way the interviewer asked was almost kind of assuming it was going to be handled like season 2 where we're going to be in Colorado and let's see what the Rockies are like.
But don't get distracted by bullshit every single fucking time.
And I hope that we do get more road travel again this time.
Yeah.
I really do.
Dude, the journey is the fun.
Right.
I think people who are complaining about like so many threads being left unanswered and things like that. I read a comment on Reddit last night that I thought really kind of nailed it. It's like you fuckers don't want a TV show. You guys want a Wikipedia entry update. You know? Like you want the whole story served to you bite-sized and clean so you can understand what's going on. And you don't appreciate the, for lack of a better term, and I actually think this is actually pretty good for it, the striptease of the reveal of the story. You know?
Yeah, you need to be tickled for that laugh to feel as good as it should be.
Yeah, it's an art. It's an art, guys. You know, and today's TikTok brain generation is so addled that they can't appreciate a good slow burn and the setting up of and the linking of of an epic tale.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
There are some things though that I do feel like don't need to be dragged out super long. Like, what is it?
Heresy.
Thaddeus is that the knight? I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah, the squire with
not a ghoul
on his shoulder.
Yeah, because that's been going now since season 1, and now that's going to be going into season 3.
It only happened in the second to last episode of season 1, though, and we only picked up on it episode 4 of this season.
I guess. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that needs to take its time. Same thing with House. I think that specifically, if you are mutating over time, it's going to.
Yeah,
and also
I think
hire Johnny Pemberton.
Burn and played perfect for comedy.
And you hire Johnny Pemberton because you hire Johnny Pemberton.
Ghoul's doing ghoul stuff, and the ghoul's like, "The fuck are you?" Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. That look.
Yeah, it is.
Spoke volumes. You know, it was so good. It was so good. That moment of Cooper just looking at him like, "Son, I don't know what the fuck you are, but you sure as ain't a ghoul." You know,
falls off right.
Great job at that.
But let me ask you: is Foot Sniper a perk or what? You know,
that was
that was funny.
I was thinking the same thing, just not perk wise. I'm so glad you used the word perk before. A couple weeks ago, what was it? We were like, Coop's got cannibalism perk, and Greg and I didn't even think about it. We were just carrying on conversation. Sarah's just like.
Cannibalism is a perk.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes for great role play. It makes for great role play. You get so many options and things like that. Like some of these perks, like I definitely like. I've definitely taken the confirmed bachelor perk and other perks just to be like, 10% extra damage against my own gender. Hell yeah, let's do it. But then dialogue options, and it's like, I'm flirting with dudes this whole run. Okay, yeah. Whatever it takes. Yeah.
Whatever it takes, you gotta survive.
Yep. So, man, I don't know.
Do we think Max and Lucy are going with the ghoul to Colorado? Because that's
they already showed they're not.
Okay, so they're going to keep the two separate.
I think Max and Lucy are going to be the next to deal with House because you did see House flicker back onto the screen for the briefest instance as well in that moment.
Yeah.
Which I missed on first viewing. I 100% missed it. And then I caught it in the rewatch and I was like, oh, that's bad. You know, like,
We mentioned it right after the episode was who do we think is going to pick up that Robert House pit bull? Because there's no way somebody does it.
People are saying lobotomized Hank, and I'm like, that feels bad, man. I don't know.
Ooh. Ooh.
Makes sense.
Who
Like,
said
what happened
that?
to all the
What's wrong
mind controlled
with
people? So,
I've seen that theorized a lot, is that it's gonna be lobotomized Hank, and I'm just like, no.
the
Lobotomized
chicken
Hank.
man.
I think lobotomized Hank is going to spend the rest of his natural life reaping the karma for what he's sown.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
I don't think so. I
No?
think there's going to be part of it, but also, he ain't dead. You hire Kyle MacLachlan to act, baby. They're going to bring him back somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Well, that could add some strife with the brother too, because the brother is also trying to figure out what the hell is going on, and he doesn't know shit for shit. So he might find his dad.
He meets his dad.
His dad's complacent. And he's like, Lucy, why are you freaking out over like what happened? He's dad,
and then. Well, he wouldn't necessarily realize that, so he would know something is up, no matter what.
Well, yeah, he would know something is up, but like
the next time he talks to her, if he does get in contact with Lucy or anybody, hey, oh wait, Lucy lobotomized Dad? She got to the surface and became this type of person? It'd be Lucy was the first person he reached out to, even before Hank.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be the only way I think that if Norm figured out Lucy was the one to lobotomize Hank, even though it was Hank doing it to himself realistically.
Yeah.
That might actually set some disparate between the two of them.
Well, and I think the thing is that she'd feel guilty and responsible enough to be like, I did it, because if she hadn't confronted him, it wouldn't have happened in her mind. That's a possibility.
And it would totally be one of those really frustrating scenes where you're like, Lucy, just tell Norm that Hank was about to do it to you first, and like you were about to die and become this, and she wouldn't, because she feels bad and she's talking to her brother and all that, and you're just like, come on, just explain it a little bit. But
walk through it, go to therapy. Realize that your abuser's actions against you are not your fault.
Chaz just said it's all right. FEV will take them all out. And I'm just like,
phase two.
Phase two. Yeah, what's that gonna do?
I don't know. I feel like it's something with the vault. Like it's gonna do something to everybody from their vaults. Like it's like initializing the second step of the virus or something like that. Like creating either chaos or
it feels larger than Stephanie when Stephanie initiates that. At the same time, why would she initiate it if it's not going to save her skin in the moment that she needs her skin saved?
Right.
Is where I'm like, is it something larger, or
think of them as Americans? If she's backed into a corner, maybe this is her pouring gasoline and just like lighting a match.
That's true.
Maybe. I don't know. I love on the one hand, I've really enjoyed the performance. On the other hand, I do agree that the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, this is starting to feel kind of Star Wars-y. But I also leave it to a Star Wars style plotline to leave with a convoluted family tree / relationship nightmare of not of
is Chet Hank Jr. Was Hank Jr. with his sister.
Was Chet
Lucy also
Lucy while Hank and Steph were boning? Like what's going on here?
And his Chet,
who's in the cuck chair? Is all I'm saying.
Depends on the hour in this show, apparently.
Yeah, the Hank and Stephanie being married was interesting.
and
McClane.
And Stephanie, like, it doesn't seem like she's intimate with Chet at any point. I don't know.
Not at all.
No.
That poor guy.
Yeah,
he's a means to an end.
But is that because that's her son? Is that because that's her actual nephew?
Right.
Cousin?
Well, no, they're not. She's not related to.
Are we
Chet.
sure?
No, she's
Lucy could be her daughter.
No. She has a mom. That was the whole point of season 1. Like they got together before the bomb. She got pregnant and frozen Stephanie. So she it's like his first she's his first wife, his real wife.
Sure.
Air quotes.
But Lucy's mom,
I guess
that we
they still are.
Before, also is privy to the Enclave stuff. She's privy to going back and forth between the vault and the surface.
Yeah.
who knows if that's actually Lucy's legitimate biological mother or not, because Steph was obviously taken out later at times. Maybe, hey.
So what? She was put back in because she got pulled out.
Like why not? They've shown to do it before.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Fallout 4 is people going in and out of cryo chambers every half hour.
And they've definitely brought that back here. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they've left,
but she was also pregnant.
Yeah. Which implies that it before going into the vault that it could have been.
Well, but she
talks. No, it's definitely it's definitely McClane Jr.
Hold on, no, hold on, because you got to remember she was married in the pilot, and her husband was killed when the Raiders attacked.
Right.
Like, as she talked about, wearing the dress and how the dress lasted longer than her husband did on their wedding night. Like there, so.
Oh, that's true.
So Chet Jr. is not. Chet Jr. is not.
It's not Gary. Yeah, it's not necessary. Yeah. Okay, that's true. That's true.
I mean, people have already forgotten. R.I.P. Steph's husband, but he got fucking gacked in episode 1.
He had a funny name too. It was really funny for a few episodes. I don't remember what it was. Because Chet was like, "What about?" It wasn't Reg, because Reg was the other guy. But it was, what about? I don't know, Brian, whatever his name was. It was.
Yeah, he didn't last for that.
No.
Well, and then she's all about survive. So you can tell she's just, trying to weasel her way in any way she can. Because in the beginning, Coop was trying to be like, oh, if you want a job, talk to him. The next thing, he proposed to me.
Yeah, and 4 hours after talking overnight.
4 hours, like we're getting married, and like now she's getting married.
Her husband was Bert.
Yeah.
Yeah, her husband was Bert. Bert is the baby daddy.
Bert.
It was a funny name. I knew it. It was great.
Yeah.
Names that are just short enough to have that like one consonant just good. It just are so illiterately funny in shows. I love it. Just thinking about Steph again brings up another thing that is now just hurting my freaking head. And it also makes my eyes roll a little bit because, okay, we have kind of gotten into some of the wanderings of kind of getting into the Star Wars isms of what's going on, and it is. I don't feel like it has lessened Fallout. I think the show is still informing canon and deepening it, but I think season 3 is going to either mess some stuff up or kind of course correct maybe, and I don't think they need to course correct much. It might not even be the right way to say that. But there are a lot of threads that, of course, we've been talking about that need to be picked up and handled well, and the Enclave is the most confusing one, I think, because is Moldaver part of the Enclave? She's pre-war. She is now post-war as well. She was teamed up with Wilzig. She was also Vault Tech, anti-Vault Tech. She's also...
She worked for West Tech and made Cold Fusion for West Tech, which Vault Tech then acquired. But I guess my question is I'm still trying to follow the red yarn about where Cold Fusion was supposed to go and which affiliation had it, because it's like if West Tech had created it and Vault Tech bought West Tech and owned it at that point, if the Enclave controls Vault Tech, didn't that mean that the Enclave had it? And what was the whole point of the trip to Vegas other than to give it to, they were going to give it to House and then it was a double cross. But then again, at that point, it doesn't make sense because literally Cooper is stealing it from Vault Tech and giving it to the president. He's just giving it back to the Enclave, who's Vault Tech's handlers, so. Again,
in the opening pilot, wouldn't Lee Moldaver recognize Stephanie Harper too?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but there's a good chance.
Yeah,
he's there in the
now we're getting really into the Star Warsification of things, and I don't know if they'd go that far.
Well, they kind of have reared their heads right next door to it, and that's where I'm wondering, and that's where I think season 3 is going to be. That is it going to be the line in the sand that, okay, we're Star Warsing Fallout, or are we Fallouting Fallout?
Yeah.
And I am a little trepidatious, honestly. As much I think that finale was one of my favorite episodes of TV, and especially episode 7 and 8 were probably two of my favorite episodes of TV since Shogun. You know,
Wow. All right.
They were great.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
There are still things that they've just left that I am cautious going into season 3 a little bit. Happily, excitedly cautious, but there's a lot. There's a lot to. We ate really well, and now they're bringing out another course, and I'm looking for the room right now.
Yeah. Well, not everybody wound up being a Cylon. It was just 6 of the main characters, which feels like a lot, but you know. Oh, you haven't seen Battlestar?
Oh no, and we're going to probably do it after.
Right. You were like an embryo when that show was on because I'm old. Yeah. How old were you when that show was on?
What year did it come out?
I want to say it was 2004.
Yeah, it was like 2004. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 and 7.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you both. All right. Yeah. Fucking my intern, my college intern that's working for me this semester. I mentioned something and she's like, I mentioned like when I moved out to LA and she's like, I wasn't even born yet. I'm like, okay, you're fired. Get out. So no.
It's like we're looking for a new intern now. Actually,
college senior graduating in like 8 weeks, and I'm just like, nope, you're done. Get out. Yeah, no. You're not allowed to make your boss feel that old. That's not fair. I don't care if I have gray in my beard. It is not allowed. So
there's not much yet. Come on. And it's right now. It's beautiful, salt and pepper, good sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You need to add it to a super mutant.
Yeah, I had an audition yesterday for a cool, fun dad commercial, and this was my like I was like, oh, this ensemble works for that, So yeah. And I kept the beard. I was about to shave because they'd used one of my babyface headshots for the submission, and I was like, nah, let me give them some options, So I kept it. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, options are the best thing in this industry.
Yeah.
Moldaver, Stanley says, intentions for the cold fusion was energy for the whole world, ending the resource wars. The Enclave and others didn't want the war to end, saw opportunities in its continuation.
Yeah, Stanley's, I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Yes, that is correct. I guess my question is the chain of ownership and why it is significant, because it was like if Vault-Tec had it, that meant the Enclave had it. So why is it like such a big deal that it went right back to the Enclave? I don't know. Other than the fact that it meant that House did not get it. I mean, House ultimately got everything. He got the platinum ship. That's clear because Yes Man was upgraded, but got it too late and got cold fusion too late because but he ultimately got everything he was looking for, just later than expected. For a guy who's a mathematician who can calculate probabilities.
So is the cold fusion things diode or whatever it was? Is that still in House's office or computer?
Yeah, it's got to be if he's got that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Boneyard this entire season is totally out of power and still screwed. We just thinking about that.
Now that would be a great time for him to be like, oh, I guess the Legion's coming. Oh, guess my power died. Got to go. Bye.
Yeah.
Adios.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a Legion? What are they called? California, and what are they called? New California Republic.
New California Republic.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a war between them over Vegas?
Oh yeah, they're going to rehash that fight again. Absolutely.
Okay. And
this time it'll be on the streets of Freeside rather than the Hoover Dam. So.
Yeah.
How long does it take for them to get pushed back into the Strip in Vegas proper?
Not long.
2 episodes.
Probably.
4 episodes?
That was, I mean, I suppose it depends on how many NCR folks they got because that didn't look like much. And that Legion of Chazz, man, they were definitely rolling deep. So we'll see.
Maybe
they're tired and bloody.
Death claws take them out.
Oh yeah, if only there were any death claws left,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the NCR I guess just went and wiped them out, so they're tired. And
well, you can't. You don't want to rely on wild animals to be your foot soldiers that are just as likely to take you out as take out the other guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do hope that we do actually get a an intelligent death claw at one point, because I would just love to see one with a monocle offering somebody a spot of tea or something. Just
it seemed like we were going to for a second.
It seemed like they could have gone that way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the fact that it was the Enclave that House said brought them there. It was the same people that brought them onto the strip that released the death claws and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I really would have enjoyed it if they had confirmed that it was Courier 6 bringing the death claw eggs to the exotic animal dealer at the bottom of the vault, and that was just oops, we fucked up. That would have been a great confirmation. This is another thing where I feel like, everything bad in the Wasteland right now is because of the Enclave. Like that. Mm-hmm. That does feel like, these guys have just been menacing in the shadows all along, and they're responsible for everything. They don't have to be responsible for everything.
Yeah, there could be fuck ups from all sides. Like,
exactly.
And from a few different angles.
Yeah,
and
Oh, Littlefinger, that's the only way I drink my tea, baby. It's the only way. Microwave. Yeah. Get in the comments. Get in the comments. You can you can pay to roast me in the comments, please.
Right.
This is true.
Do you think they're just trying to simplify things by making the Enclave the big bad and not
for everything?
Yeah.
I mean it. Yes, but also they don't have to.
This is the only time. The only time. Don't follow my rule. Don't follow the rule. No, keep it simple, stupid. Enjoy the complexities, please.
There is an oversimplification at that point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That becomes like if it's too simple, then all you have to do is kill the Enclave, and suddenly the world all is right with the world.
Right.
They may even be playing at that to mess with us a little bit, because is Moldaver part of the Enclave? Well, is Wilzig still part of the Enclave?
Unwilling or unwilling? Yeah, I think Wilzig was there with the same kind of gun to his head that Barb was, and it was almost like a pyramid scheme of guns being held to people's heads to,
I don't know. He seemed way more evil, and I thought it was allowing what's his
Michael Emerson.
Michael Emerson. There we go. I was like, I know it. Come on. It allowed him to do his. He's just such a good villain.
He's such a great villain.
It allowed him to have a little villain moment in that elevator with Barb. But at the same time, I think if he is the one, and in that Todd Howard, Jonah Nolan interview, if I haven't sent it to you, I need to find it just to send it to y'all.
I really want to see it. Yeah.
It was only 5, 7, 8 minutes, but it was really each question was good. Microwave tea is a sin. What was it?
For the record, Finger, I agree. Just FYI. And I do enjoy me a good cup of English breakfast. So.
I totally brain farted right there. What was
we were talking about the Todd Howard video and how it was moving along, and sorry, didn't mean to.
No. I brain farted before that. Which part of the interview are we talking about? I know. What were we saying right before it?
Through stuff. We were talking about. We were talking about the Enclave being the big bad, and Ben Linus. Yeah. Michael Emerson. Coming in, and I think what we were talking about was having the Enclave be the root of everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I drink coffee, Peter. That's how I do it. Although I did really love having an electric kettle in my flat when I was in Edinburgh. That was great. That was a fucking lifesaver. I loved it, and I drank so much tea when I was in the UK. It was great. I drank far more tea than coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I got the electric one right here, and it's
my heart rate is still elevated from all the tea that I drank while I was there. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, it's time for more coffee. As we talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tony. I'll think of whatever I was thinking with Wilzig in a minute there. Because there are just so many different ties, just where the Enclave is going, who's actually the Enclave. Oh, that's what I was saying. Maybe they're setting it up for what aspect of the Enclave is actually. There's going to be an Enclave civil war, is my guess. That or they
go
with
the Brotherhood Civil War, and to go with the Legion Civil War, and to go with the
that would be a lot.
All of the above, it just kind of
That's a lot of faction on same faction violence, man. I don't know. I
don't. They keep doing it over and over again, though. And the other thought is, if it's not that, maybe Wilzig has ignited something along the lines of where it seems like he's truly evil. That's where I was going with it. I'm there now. It seems like he had his evil moment in the elevator.
Yeah.
And if capital if, because the way the show's setting it up is, it seems like the Enclave was really the people that dropped the bombs, or were the people that dropped the bombs.
Yeah.
If they were, it feels like Wilzig may have had his hand, maybe not on the buttons, but he was looking over the shoulder of the people that did press the buttons, or something along the sort. And it felt he felt guilty after all those hundreds of years, maybe seeing what the Wasteland had turned into, seeing what the world had turned into. That, hey, I need to get out of here and give cold fusion to somebody that's actually going to do something right with it. That is kind of maybe an avenue that I'm thinking, but also the thing that kind of thwarts that thought a little bit is that Todd Howard and Jonah Nolan interview. I believe it was IGN. I'll send it out. I'll link it in the description if I find it as well. They say in there that it's in specifically state, we didn't tell you who dropped the bombs, and we're not going to tell you. So it's not the Enclave that dropped the bombs. They're just tickling us and throwing us for a whirl here and are probably going to continue to do so for a while and give us every avenue of a possibility of why each different faction, each different pre-war faction, I guess, pre-bomb faction, was doing what they were doing and why they were doing it. And
we're gonna find out that that Betty dropped the bomb. That's what we're gonna find out.
Betty was just pissed off at Stephanie.
Yeah. and Betty dropped the bomb.
Stephanie and Henry.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Henry. Oh boy. That's when you know a guy too long. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Elder, if I can't control the world, I'll burn it down to ashes, Quintus.
Yeah, what is with these power-hungry motherfuckers being like, if it ain't mine, if it can't be mine, it doesn't deserve to exist? Like, that's just true megalomania, you know? Yeah.
If you got Liberty Prime Alpha,
you got the blueprints. You don't got shit.
True. Yeah, they haven't built anything yet.
They haven't built shit, you know? But that means that we'll just see them again in season 5. Because it's going to be about 3 seasons to build the fucking thing.
Well, that's true.
It better have its voice lines.
And if it is, that would be amazing. Please. Will it be a disservice if we open up the season with the Liberty Prime built? Will it be a disservice if it's built by the end of season 3 as well?
I mean, it depends on how big a time jump are we talking. Because, they could take the opportunity to jump ahead and be like, oh, yeah, in the amount of time it took for Coop to get to Colorado, the remainders of the Brotherhood after the Civil War have finished building Liberty Alpha Prime. It's like, fuck, man, how long did that take? You know, so
yeah,
they work, I recognize they work at the speed of plot, but you know, good God,
if we start season 3 with an opening crawl, I'm running.
The continued Star Warsification, yes.
I know.
Yep.
What the Brotherhood is another thing that we were getting so much of early on. I guess not in episode 1, and then it just hit the ground running for a few episodes there.
Yeah.
I wish we would have gotten a little bit more, kind of like the Legion, but we definitely got more Brotherhood, so it didn't feel bad in that sense. But I do feel like we should have seen something. I like that it's open and in the air of what's actually happened within their little civil war going on. But it is odd that we just pick up later, you know? And all right, well, we're in the middle of war. Quintus is fine. Did any of the other leaders get out of there? I don't know. I that's something I feel like we should have visually seen, because I'm not convinced all these different people that were literally hanging out in the same areas, they just stand up and start shooting at each other, and that war realistically would have lasted half an hour.
Yeah,
and
well,
we're all
everybody. It felt like The Office, where that one scene from The Office where they're all like, they're all right there, Bang,
it
bang,
should have
bang.
lasted
2 seconds. Yeah.
That should have been an episode. Nothing came from Harkness either. Yet.
Not yet. Give it time.
Yet. Yeah.
Yet is the key word.
Yep.
And also, I mean, stuff did come from Harkness' death because it was Harkness' death that really, or it was Harkness being there at all that really set the tension off. And then suddenly you had people vying. It was the fact that the factions were all willing to sell out Quintus and sell out each other for favored status. You know, that really came so maybe not his death, but his presence definitely set some shit off. And now his death is going to mean that the Commonwealth, I think, is gonna not send one person, but send off a whole Pridwin full of motherfuckers.
Oh yeah,
strapped to go.
If not a few.
There will be a reckoning there, and I think you know what? I do think we're going to see a big kaiju battle, and I think we're going to see Liberty Prime versus Prime Alpha. You know,
that'd be cool.
That would be dope. But you know, because that's the thing is that if you introduce a kaiju, you introduce a kaiju killer. Like that's the formula.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you think the parts are there in Area 51? And they said to put them together?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
If
and they're
the parts
are in Area
with
51
the Ark of the fucking Covenant, because why not? You know?
That's true. Yeah. They are in Area 51 and they could do anything.
Yeah. They have a freezer. They found freezer technology, guys.
We've got an icebox.
We've got an icebox.
That's my great.
Yeah.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely everything on TV. Thank you, David. Yes.
Facts. Facts.
But it never changes.
Nope. Well, that's because the root of humanity never changes. You know, we are.
'Tis but adaptable bags of water and flesh we are. That like to shoot at each other sometimes, especially in post-apocalyptic wastelands. But you know,
yeah, it's we managed to destroy ourselves and each other en masse, and then the remnants, instead of coming together to do anything productive, they just spend all their time trying to just mop up the rest of it. You know, like that's the sad part.
You know, we did just joke about it. They've brought in a lot of threads.
Oh, are we theorizing now that the series finale is the Zetans finally showing up and just nuking the shit out of everything? Because
is the only villain that could outdo the Enclave maybe the Zetans? Because the Zetans and the Enclave do have some kind of contact, or at least did pre-war and have post-war.
I would love to see them go full. I would love to see them go full Lovecraft at one point and really have some of that Lovecraftian horror come in.
That would be amazing.
And it's like, oh, some eldritch demon is now one of the things that they got to fight. Like, you know, that would be great.
76 being so popular, just give us a little Mothman or a derivative of for a different region, you know?
Yeah. Don't explain.
Like, what is a Mothman?
I think what we need to do is have a Halloween episode where it's just all Lovecraft and nobody explains anything, and they all have amnesia at the end of it. Those who survive, you know. Or
except Thaddeus.
I accept Thaddeus, but I need to see everybody. I need to see people driven mad and bleeding from the eyes. You know.
Hey, if they go through, and no, they'd have to go down towards Arizona to go to the Divide.
Oh boy.
But Utah,
Chupacabra,
a little Joshua Graham can get them going too.
Oh yeah,
well, I'm pretty sure they can find some stuff in Utah to.
You know what I appreciated this season though is that I felt like they nailed the look. It wasn't a perfect 1-to-1 recreation, but they really nailed the vibe of New Vegas, and they didn't rely on stunt casting and known character cameos to carry. You know,
no,
right.
They took this original story, stuck it in the environment that we know, and it worked.
The stunt casting was to almost fill the story out better with someone like say Kumail Nanjiani. There was just, we're gonna have this guy. What is this gonna do to the rest of the story? And that was not answered the way we thought it was going to be answered, but it was still quintessential and pivotal. Same thing with Macaulay Culkin. We thought we were going to see a whole lot more of him, and thankfully, at least we will. I just realized what was going on.
Oh yeah, I'm just trolling Littlefinger a little bit.
I may have had that thought while it was happening for a second. I was like, we're just gonna keep moving.
Anybody who's listening to just the audio of this is just gonna have it'd be like, what? It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Give them the visuals. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just throw Cthulhu against Prime. Yeah, that'd be fun. Get a little Pacific Rim in there. This season was just for all the things that we are finding that we're airing our caution for season 3. The caution's been aired because it's been laid out so well.
Yeah.
It's got I really think Prime has got the best thing they have, or the best thing they could have on their hands.
Yeah.
It's the only thing comparable to a Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, Night of the Seven Kingdoms right now, which I'm behind and need to catch up on. Surprise.
Which is a fucking half-hour comedy set in Westeros, and it works.
It is amazing. And it's so good. I'm 2 episodes behind, and I'm kicking myself about it.
Yeah. I gotta watch it at all. I've only read the books. I've never watched any of the Game of Thrones shows, but Night of Seven Kingdoms, I might just break and do it. Yeah. So
if any, that's yeah. Just the whole season, the whole show is just getting better and better. Every episode, there's something more, and I don't know. Even with airing all this caution for season 3, I'm still just giddy about it.
Yeah. No, I'm super stoked, super excited to see where it goes. And yeah, I have my complaints, and I've definitely shared them, but I like the stories. I like the characters. I love the fact that they're not shying away from moral and ethical quandaries, and really putting characters through it, just like the games. Like, they've really nailed the spirit of it, and they're continuing to do so, and it's still building and still going.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Sarah, just to kind of get the oh god, SciTrek has too many things going on right now. Don't watch out for the plugs. We don't need those mentioned any longer.
No.
With being vaguely familiar with Fallout, mostly show, of course.
Vaguely.
What is your favorite thread they've put in there so far? Is it like Stephanie or Betty or Hank, Norm, Lucy, Coop, Maximus, Thaddeus? Is it pre-war Coop, Barb, Enclave, Super Mutant? Should we keep going? Because there are.
I think like the Ghoul Cooper thread is the most interesting, because him and his wife, how they're so integral, and how they set up his wife to be evil, and then they do that turn where it's like, well, she was just basically threatened to do the things that she did, and that they kind of face that and reconnect and try to do what they think is the right thing, and they think it's a big win, drinking the champagne at the end and stuff, and then you see the fedoras, come for
I
him.
Enjoy that moment of intimacy that you saw with them, where it's like, oh wow, they really have reconnected, and just like I see why they work as a couple, like I really appreciated just that touch of humanity between them, that real connection. Just to have it ripped away, it's like, oh no.
Yeah, I guess now we see why he was doing birthday parties, maybe.
Yeah,
because he got arrested and stuff.
Oh yeah,
by the House on American
like,
Activity
what is
Committee. Yeah, by the whack. Yeah,
Hollywood, Siberia, whatever.
Yeah.
The one big looming question still is, how does Janie get into a vault with Barb and Coop doesn't? If they see the bombs dropping and Janie's with Coop at the time, that's still a little unclear. But hey, we'll figure that out.
They'll tell that story, I think. What is it? Somebody in our comments, I think, said, "What if Janie's running the Enclave now?"
Oh Lord, and just go full Fallout 4 with it. Or
Yeah, the really Parallel Institute and Fallout 4 with that. Yeah.
Spoilers for a 12-year-old video game. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking for my son.
Yeah.
It's finally nice to meet you.
You're like, but you're older than me now.
Waited so many years.
Trolling the Mojave makes me just wish for a nuclear winter.
Exactly. Though.
Yeah.
Janie's gone full Darth Vader on it. Just
Yeah.
I think it depends on if it's gonna be young Janie, or if we hear that they cast somebody older for the role, it's gonna be like, oh fuck yeah.
Do they cast somebody older for Barb?
No, I don't think
Because
so.
if they cast somebody older for Janie,
They might just age her up.
But what if
They'll age her
Janie just gets thawed before Barb?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, that's a child. Like Janie might have gotten thawed sooner for some sort of project or experiment or something, and Coop's nowhere to be found, and Barb, is just on ice, so that could totally be the case too. She gets relocated and like given a role of some type, and by the time they come out, she could be like somebody. That would be an interesting way to do that.
Am I mixing up things, or did they say something about like babies can't be frozen or something? Or am I thinking of a different show? Okay, anyway, I might be thinking of
something. Flash Rose a friggin' infant in Fallout 4. That was like
that's the whole.
Okay. I'm thinking of another show. I think. Anyway.
Yeah. I'll tell you this though. If they recast Tegan Meredith as Janie for season 3 or even season 4, whenever we run into her again, then we know what's gonna then we know we're gonna see somebody older at that point. And although I mean, the way these shows turn around, she's gonna age. She's gonna age into.
Honestly, that's a good point too.
How long it's gonna
be. It just depends how old they want to go with it, the character.
Yeah. So I mean, if they want to keep Kid Janie around, they better hurry the hell up.
Yeah. Well, and hey, even if they do recast and age her up or anything. What was the actress's name again?
I just had it right here. Hold on, I pulled
Tegan something.
Yeah, Tegan Meredith. Yeah,
she was phenomenal. Child actors are either the worst or the best. You don't get your Christian Bales in Empire of the Sun often, but I think Janie Howard could have been pretty close.
Damn. All right.
Well, she's doing really good. She did one of the most emotional scenes on TV in the last few years as well. Was just that thumb. That felt very Empire of the Sun to me. Since that moment, it's kind of stuck, kind of that parallel. But yeah, that's going to be so interesting to see what they end up doing there. And it's going to have a lot of implications one way or another.
Yeah.
Oh
my God. I loved season 2. On a scale of 1 to 10 rads, what would you guys rate it?
The entire season?
Yeah.
8.
I'd give it 8.5.
Yeah, I'd say 8.
I'd give it a solid 9. I really enjoyed it. I was really engaged, and I have my nitpicky shit about it, but I'm all in, and I'm ready to see where I want to see. I'm on the train. I want to see where it goes. Yeah.
I think overall the show for me is a 9.
Yeah. Yep. Amazing. Well, all right. So now, are we going to spend like the next couple of months just covering news and rumors and everything as we prepare for pre-production and everything, and start scouting, like go bird dogging locations where we find out they're shooting and stuff, or what? Well, I guess now that the show's on hiatus, what becomes of the Wasteland?
We can do a lot of things. Pluribus is also dystopian post-apocalyptic. Different post-apocalyptic.
All right.
A little more Invasion of the Body Snatchers type of post-apocalyptic, but makes it more fun. Not more fun, but a very different type of fun in a good way. And I think the Wasteland might need to venture there just for a little while.
All right.
If y'all are down, just some more homework there.
Yeah. I also I am going to reach out to my buddy who designed the Death Claws to see if he wants to come on and do an interview with us one day. So
that'd be amazing. That'd be really cool.
He's a busy man, but I'm actually hanging out with him this weekend, so I can chat with him and see if we can make good time for that.
Cool.
So
I'm gonna try to find time to start playing more video games, but that's I don't know if I'm gonna find as much time as I'd like to, and I also want to play Fallout New Vegas still. But Outer Worlds did come out, the second one, and it's still one of the bigger sci-fi games that's being played right now.
Yeah,
and it is made by the same people that made Fallout New Vegas. So hey, Fallout in space with a little Retros 50 vibe.
Yeah,
A little extra dark humor in there. This is specifically on the dark side of the humor, which is fun, but might have to delve in there a little bit. I'll let y'all know if I get into playing those games where it's worth discussing and stuff. But
okay,
yeah, we'll figure that out. I did make a list the other day. There's Pluribus, there's Silo, Outer Worlds 2. We can always go talk some Mad Max or something like that. Wasteland, the games that kind of helped bring Fallout to the level they were, just being a little older.
I mean, we still have all the Modiphius materials for the role playing game. I'm happy to run a game.
Ooh, and we have the games too.
We do.
I have the Wasteland one too, and then a multiple of the. How do you pronounce their name? Modiphius.
Modiphius, yeah.
Modiphius. Okay.
I just got their Discworld game too. So anybody who's a Terry Pratchett fan, like I got the downloadable PDFs, and I got the books coming as soon as they're done at the printer. So yeah,
that's gonna be fun.
I'm rereading Discworld right now and all the free time that I have. So,
and another show that we might discuss a little bit. Hey, you're more familiar with that one too. Falling Skies is a great one. And hey, Colin Cunningham, Noah Wiley for the Pit right now too. Both are kind of up there, and we all love Colin Cunningham around these parts. Who will SG1 for us?
Yeah,
and only interviewed him at the Hobgoblin. That way.
That was the old location on Santa Monica. Yeah,
and the new one's even cooler.
New one is even cooler. I'm super proud of it. So,
I think those are kind of the things that we were thinking, because I was trying to get a little list together to think about what would be fun to discuss coming up on the Wasteland. So anything that y'all want to discuss, chat, anybody here in the future, y'all comment, let us know. Put it in the community tab on the SciTrek page on YouTube, on the Facebook page, wherever you want to talk to us, everywhere you want to talk to us, put it everywhere.
Yep. Absolutely.
And, we'll start Wastelanding.
Hell yeah.
And Discord, yeah. And sorry, go for it.
I was just saying we're still working on getting it back up and running, but having Discord up would be a good one for people to bring that up into.
Chazz and Matt are getting all fancy with the Discord box.
There you go. Yeah.
That goes right over my head. But that's why we have the tech people.
Yeah, exactly. Love it.
But yeah, anything that y'all can think of that y'all like to discuss on the Wasteland. We'll see you on Fridays, of course.
Yeah.
Actually, within the next week or so, are we still planning on getting a little Star Trek podcast going? Opposite sides of Stargate Outpost.
Oh, you on Wednesdays? Sarah, let's take that conversation offline about name and launch date, and we'll get. I also have to watch all of Starfleet Academy because I haven't seen any of it yet, but I heard the last episode was a fucking banger, so I'm excited to check it out. Yeah.
So in the next few Wednesdays, y'all keep your eyes out. We're gonna try to alternate Stargate and Star Trek on Wednesdays. Podcast wise.
Sounds great.
Yep.
All that being said, we've got Sci-Fi Sundays on Sunday. Our Escape-Trion on Monday, which will be birthday time. That'll be fun. Wednesday,
maybe
we may or may not have starting. If not the 11th, it'll be the 2 Wednesdays after, because we have to have Outpost the following Wednesday.
Yeah.
And we don't have Tuesday night for Fallout this week. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
I don't know what I'm going to do with myself either, man.
Oh.
It's going to be weird.
Well, we know what you're going to do with that milk jug, so I had to. I'm sorry.
What I got to do. What can I say? My wife left an hour ago. I mean, you got.
We're gonna have to text Jen after this and say, Greg's been crazy. What's going on?
Greg's wilding out. So
he's going full ghoul on us. Watch out.
My name is.
I've always been feral, guys. You're only just realizing it now. You know, that's the trick. So
I love it. Anyway, awesome. Sarah, Greg, can anybody go see y'all anywhere? Can people buy Sleuthfest tickets online? Are there any?
Yeah, actually, you know what? The one acts that I'm producing. I'm not in any of these, although I almost was press ganged into being in one of them. Sleuthfestla.com now has the tickets for all of our shows happening. So if anybody's in LA, you want to come and see some live stuff. We have 2 more events that are going to be added to the list. I just have to get those up today. But the Casebook Collection, which is the show that I'm producing, we're live streaming it. So
good. I was going to ask if anyone.
All of our friends in the UK, if you guys want to see some really, really fun noir thriller short plays, some comedy, some drama. If you enjoy like some good mysteries and noir, come and check it out. It's my theater company, Theater Unleashed. We're putting it up. We got half a dozen plays happening. They're all about 10 minutes each. The show will probably run about 70-75 minutes all told. I'm super excited for this. I'm glad to just be like, I'll be the guy in the control booth running the lights and the sound for this one. But I read and picked all the scripts myself and recruited the directors. And cool. I think that it's a great cast, a great team of people. Oh, I just noticed that one of the guys his listing is in the wrong spot. I will fix that right now. But Casebook Collection is going to be dope as hell. The other events and things that we're doing are all going to be very, very exciting as well. There's a new musical that's going to be workshopping during this festival, which I think is a great opportunity. Mystery noir thriller musical, which is going to be really fun. That's one of the things I'm adding. And then I was originally going to do a short film festival, but none of the submissions that we got were actually mysteries. You know, they were not thrillers. Like we had normally I get 20 or 30 submissions for our short film festivals. We got 7 this time around, and not a single one of them was the proper genre. I was like, I literally disqualified all of them. So instead, we're doing screenings of the noir classics, DOA, and Touch of Evil, because they're all public domain right now. So yay to that.
Well, that'd be fun. We'll try to be there. I don't know exactly which one. You've been posting about those casebook studies, and
dude, that's gonna be a fun show. It's gonna be great. We've got 24 incredible actors all involved, half a dozen great directors. The scripts are all fantastic. Got some real brain breakers, some real twists, and it's a great mix of laughs and suspense. So definitely worth checking it out.
A little dark humor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Almost like it's fitting or something. I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
Well, Sarah, where can folks find you?
There. Although, like I said, anyway, we'll just right there. I mean, the last thing I did was my kind of Stranger Things recap reactions kind of thing. And hopefully I've got to decide what I want to do and get some more videos up. But, and I'm also working on the Atlanta stuff. So,
that's good. This man's editing away. Mm-hmm. Speaking of this, man, Chazz, you have ADD. What are you still making your videos or whatever?
I haven't been working on YouTube, but I need to get back on it as far as for myself personally.
If you got TikTok, David, that one.
I am going to start working on getting my YouTube back up off the ground because it's been a minute. Ring. Somebody's got a phone call.
Not me.
My business. I'm letting my wife answer that one, so that's great.
I got a milk jug to get back to. I can't answer this one.
I do. I got to get back to it. And it's protein milk too. It's not even. There you go. Yeah, let's just go right there. It's just no.
We're in it. We're in the wasteland.
I put Ripple milk in my coffee, and it's actually pretty good. So I enjoy it. Yep. Yeah.
rippling through the wasteland.
Yep, rippling through the wasteland. All righty, folks. Well, hey, we will be back next week. In the meantime, stay weird, stay wild in the wasteland, and we will see you all soon.
Bye.
Yeah. Stay cosmic, SciTrekkers. See you in the next video.